Here's what you're gonna need. First, you're gonna need at least a pound. Well, depending on the size, if it's just for you or for you and one other person, I have a pound of medium shrimp, white shrimp right here. I have 2 Alaskan king crab claws. You're gonna need your maple smoked bacon. Here we have garlic Alfredo sauce from Bertolli, 2 lemons, 2 or 1 lemon, it doesn't really matter. If you have a large lemon, you just need 1 bell pepper, 3 cloves of garlic, some white chicken in a can, or you can use it off the real chicken, whichever one is comfortable for you. This is comfortable for me in the can. And your penne pasta. The seasonings we're going to use today are our grill mates, of course, mesquite, barbecue. We're going to use our ground pepper, of course, my lovely favorites, the garlic, and some Xanaran's Creole seasoning. So, I'm going to prepare everything and then we're going to get right into it. See you in a minute, guys. I'm going to show you how to prepare your shrimps for the grill. After you have deveined them and you've cut it straight down the center, you've taken off all the shell, what you're going to do is pinch your shrimp like so and lightly follow the curve of the shrimp's body. Don't press down, because if you press down, you'll press right on through. And you're going to open your shrimp out like that. So once you've done that, the next thing you're going to do, and you've done this to all of the shrimp, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to season them. Now that you've butterflied your shrimp, you're going to take, I use my mesquite grill mates. I haven't even opened this one yet, y'all. I'm going to take my grill mates and I'm going to season them like so. Depending on your taste, if you like flavor, add more. If you don't, add less. Now that you have your grill mates, I'm going to put some cracked pepper on them. I've already cracked some of this pepper. It's already ready. Crack just a little more. And then after you do that, you're going to take a spoon. I'm sorry, y'all, my dishwasher was running that whole time. You're going to take a spoon of your garlic, and what I did was I mixed my regular minced garlic that I get from the grocery store with those 3 cloves of garlic, because minced garlic and regular garlic do have a different flavor. The fresh garlic definitely tastes better than the minced garlic, but minced garlic is always quicker. So just take a little dab, and you're going to lay a dab in each one of your shrimp. And after you've done that, you're going to come back and then you're going to lay 1 little sliver of your bell pepper. Yes, I said a sliver. I'm sorry, guys, I didn't show you all that. But what you actually do is you're going to cut your bell pepper into slivers. Some people call it julienne, or you know, whatever the nice chef word for it is, but I just say slivers. So here are our slivers. They're kind of chunky, but I like the flavor of bell pepper. So if you don't want them this chunky, then cut them seriously julienne style, and just lay a sliver on each one. You notice how bell pepper, depending on the size of the bell pepper, it has a curve in it. So you might want to just go through and cut the curve out so you just have the long part of the bell pepper. And once you have all those laid inside, if you want to add some seasoning salt just because you like salt, which is not good for you, or you want to just add a little bit more flavor, then dash a small dash of the Zanarans on top. And that's it. Next, it's time to wrap them in the bacon. So what you're going to do is you'll get your whole pack of your maple bacon. I think it's so important to use the maple bacon because that sweet taste just, man, it heightens the flavor so much. So I've cut the whole pack of bacon in half, put one half in the refrigerator, and then I'm using this half. I'm going to take a piece of the bacon, grab one of my shrimp, and I'm going to start at the tip of the shrimp and just overlay it over and over and over till I've covered my bacon, my shrimp, just like that. Once you've done that, you go through and you do all of them, and then we'll be ready to put them on the grill. So we've wrapped all of our shrimp, and we have our George Foreman nice and hot. If you don't have a Foreman grill, all you simply do is get you a pan and make sure you spray it down. I'm actually using this spray for grilling. It used to just be Pam, you know, when you were cooking, but hey, I found this, so that's cool. Okay, so you're just gonna lay your shrimp in here. And one thing I forgot to mention, if you have larger shrimp, then you may need to use the whole slice of bacon. And you're just gonna lay your shrimp on there. And some of these I have actually stabilized with toothpicks because my bacon was a little too short. So once you have them all laid down in there, you're just going to close it up, and once they start to cook, you'll definitely know that smell is so awesome. And we are going to start cooking our penne pasta. All right, cook it up, George, cook it up. Now these shrimp are smelling so good, I just had to show them to you what they look like while they're cooking. They aren't done, but I just had to show them to you. Oh yes, see this, sweetie. I'm going to flip them over so they can cook evenly on both sides. And while they're doing that, I've got one saucepan here because I'm going to make my Alfredo sauce. And then I've got my water boiling for my penne pasta. And back here, I have some water boiling with simply just crab boil in there for our Alaskan king crab. So let me turn these over, and then we're going to create our sauce. Okay, so now while our pasta is boiling, our penne pasta is boiling in a medium saucepan, I'm going to put it on medium high, and we're going to first put in some extra virgin olive oil, about 2 tablespoons, and let that start to heat up. Make sure that you've already cut your lemon because you're going to need your lemon. And remember that garlic that we had left over from our shrimp? We have some garlic here. And you're also going to need capers. I don't know if any of you have ever even tried capers, but I just use the H-E-B brand, and it says non-peril capers. So I think maybe they're either not on the stem or something like that. So you're going to need these also. And you're going to need your Bertolli sauce and your chicken in the can. So to already be prepared, go ahead and drain the juice off of your chicken. Open your can, so once the oil starts to heat up, we're already prepared to put everything in. Okay, now our oil has heated up, and so what we're going to do is we are going to add our garlic first. And stir that around. Some people don't use the extra virgin olive oil. They use butter. I think this is a little bit more healthier, but I did used to use the butter. But I'm already having cream and all of that, so let's not add any more fat than is already in there. Depending on if you like capers or not, you may add a few just for that color. And if the juice goes in there, that's fine. Me, I love capers. So I add as much as I like. I'm not going to overwhelm it with the capers because then it's going to have a funny taste. So I probably use maybe a tablespoon full of the capers. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to add the chicken. Remember, 1 can of chicken has no water in it, and your other can will have the water in it. And then you're just going to simply let the chicken break down into the juices, and after that happens and everything mixes together, then you're going to add your sauce. Okay, it's time to take those shrimp off of the grill. Oh my goodness, thank you. They look absolutely fabulous. So what you would do is you would just wrap them. As you can see, they've cooked really well on both sides. So what you're going to do is just wrap them in some foil to hold that heat, and then we'll get ready at the end to plate those. So I'm going to put the camera down and I'm going to take those out. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to add your lemon. Now that that juice that was in the chicken has started to kind of render all the way down, you're going to add the juice from 1 whole lemon. And you can take those seeds out beforehand by simply just squeezing the lemon through your fingers and catching the pieces as you squeeze the lemon. And that's that. Once you've done that, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to add your bertolli or your Alfredo sauce. The yum is hot. So let's add our sauce, and it just depends on how much actual pasta you have, whether you want to add the actual whole jar, or you just want to add just enough. It's just me and my 2 kids, so we don't need a whole lot. I'm going to add maybe, I don't know, just a little bit, maybe a ½ cup. And I'm just going to stir that right on in. And once I have that stirred right on in, hey, it is ready once that pasta finishes cooking to pour over and serve. Here I have my crab boil that is definitely ready for me to add those Alaskan king crab, and I'm just going to simply pour them in. I like to break them down and add them right on in just like that. And I like to let them boil in the seasonings for 7 to 11 minutes, depending on how much crab I have, which I don't have that much. So those are going to boil for 7 minutes, probably 11, somewhere around there. And then they're going to be ready. See, we are ready to plate. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to add to our wonderful plate. I mean, this is dinner with the Housewives, so we must use the good china. Our fettuccine Alfredo pasta with capers and chicken. Now, the next thing we're going to add right there on the side. My baby loves some shrimp, so I'm definitely going to have to save Miss Mimi some shrimp. But yeah, add a few of those little shrimp in there. And I like marinara on top of my fettuccine. So, I know y'all probably saying, that is a lot of meat. But hey, it's for my show. It's for dinners with the wives.